Morning, guys. Off to work here on this wet morning in Malaysia. Today's travel nightmare story, we go back to India. I've done a few videos in India, or about India and the nightmares. It was a nightmare. But today we're talking about food. Now, I'm not bashing Indian food or anything like that. I'm sure there's some really good Indian food, but after being nearly food poisoning every day, out of all the people that work there, all the Westerners on that project, I think I was the only one that didn't have to go to the hospital. One guy got so sick, he ended up having to go to London, and he was in the hospital in London for over a week. Couldn't feel his arms or legs for over a week. They had to carry him out to the taxi to get him out of the hotel, and then wheelchair all the way through to get him back to London, and off the plane and straight to the hospital for over a week. The food was in this one hotel we stayed in 3 different places. The food wasn't good anywhere, but the second place in this hotel was horrible. Out of the 3rd floor stairwell, there was a window and you could see down to an outdoor kitchen. Now, outdoor kitchens is quite common in this part of the world anyway, so that's not a big deal. But I was watching them work one night. They're cutting up chickens, and then they're cutting carrots, and then some onions. It's the same knife, the same cutting board, the same everything. Nothing ever clean. So it's just disgusting stuff like that. We had fish one night, and finally something that looked good on the plate. It looked, it's nice pan-fried fish. Looked really good. I took my fork and I broke the fish in half, and a worm fell out and started walking across the plate. The worm was still alive. Like, absolutely disgusting, There was one place we stayed, we could get pizza, and it was McDonald's. So we pretty much lived on fast food for that part of it. But yeah, worms crawling across your plate. Everything was cold. Breakfast in the morning was straight out of the fridge. It was, oh my god, so disgusting. Lunch, I just gave most of it away, or threw it away. The dogs wouldn't even eat it sometimes. It was so bad. Lived on Kit Kat bars and Pepsi. Where we were working is the only state in India that's dry. There's no alcohol. So there is alcohol, but it's really hard to get. Gotta buy it from the army. The army is the only ones allowed to have it. It's cheap. There's no markup on it. It was cheap, but just really hard to get. Once in a while you could get beer, not very often. So you couldn't even drown your sorrows. Oh, what a nightmare. I tell you, I looked at that piece of fish, I was so excited. Finally, something to eat. And as soon as I broke it open with my fork, the worm just fell out on my plate and started walking away. Like, how disgusting is that? Man, they were trying to kill us every day. And it nearly worked for some. We'd go to work. In the morning, everybody would be waiting for the ride to work. And they would only let 2 people go to the hospital a day, so they'd take the sickest 2 people and take them to the hospital, go see the doctor, and everybody else went to work. It was nuts. They figured they could work without 2 people, but any more than that, and that would slow the project down. Yeah, they were trying to kill us, that's for sure. I was there 4.5 months, without a day off, without a break, 14-15 hours a day. It was a long, miserable trip, that's for sure. Never again. Alright, guys, Beware of the walking worms.